Hi, my name is Luis Berrocal, and I'm going to be talking to you about the suitability analysis with ArcGIS 10. This is part 3 of our tutorials. We're going to be selecting the suitable parcels. You can follow me at Luis C. Berrocal, and my blog is tecnofuenteabierta.blogspot.com. For this tutorial, you need ArcGIS 10 ArcEditor, though I'm pretty sure you can do it with ArcView. Spatial null analysis activated, and you'll probably want to take a look at our previous tutorials, part 1, part 2. Now, we already stated the problem. We want to find a suitability raster for the location of a waste disposal site. This is our equation, which we explained in our previous tutorials. Now we are adding the parcel selection criteria. For one thing, we want it to be at least 10 hectares, which is about 100,000 square meters. And we want it to have the best suitability value, which for us is 5. Well, now we have opened our map document where we have our clean restriction model, which we created on part 1 of our tutorial. We also have a suitability, which we created on part 2 of our tutorial. And you can see that our classification goes from 5 to 1, 5 being the most suitable, 1 being the least suitable. As you can see, there are a lot of suitable areas near the coast, which means I should have probably included in my restrictions a buffer from the coastline, but we're going to keep it like that, take it into account into the next tutorial. Now we're going to create a new model. You go to model properties, we're going to set suitable parcels. Suitable parcels. I'm going to check our parameters as usual. We're going to use a processing extent to raster analysis and our workspace. Set values. We're going to check that it's on Scratch. We're going to keep it Scratch in the current workspace, which we're not going to add. We're going to snap to raster to our DEM. And we're going to select the input size as our DEM, which is 90 meters. Click on OK. Do apply. We're going to do OK. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply our clean restrictions on our suitability. For that, we're going to use our spatial analysis, math, and we're going to use times. And we're going to select, so our first one, our clean restriction, and our second raster is going to be suitability. Do apply. We're going to rename this into final suitability. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we want to classify whatever is not 5. We only want the raster cells that are 1. We're going to use set null, and for that we're going to use conditional set null for all those cells which are not 5. Final suitability, we're going to say where value is less than 5. Okay. On our true raster is going to be final suitability. So what this is going to do is it's going to leave me just the cells whose value is equal to 1, and it's going to set to no data the rest of the cells. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to convert our raster into polygon. We're going to find it here, from raster. We're going to use raster to polygon. We're going to double click here on raster to polygon. We're going to say, oops, I haven't renamed it. Let me rename that. I'm going to call it most suitable. Okay. Double click on raster tool. Go select most suitable value. We are not going to simplify our polygons. We want to keep them on the shape they have. This is just for verification purposes. I usually simplify my polygons, but I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to do OK. I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to do rename this to most suitable parcels. Okay, here I'm going to do a little auto layout, auto extend. The next thing I'm going to do, I want to select the parcels that have an area greater than 100,000 square meters. So I'm going to select here, most suitable parcels. My expression is going to be shape area is greater than or equal to 100,000. So if I got this race, yes, it's 100,000. Apply. Okay. And I'm going to run this, rename this most suitable parcels above 10 hectares. Click OK. I'm going to save this just in case something goes wrong. And we're going to run our model. Run. Well, now we finished the process. Now we're going to close here. We're going to enter display. And let's close this. And let's turn off. Now, as you can see here, we have all our parcels that are above 100,000 square meters that have a suitability of 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to open our attribute table. We're going to order this. And let's just select a couple of them and see where they lay. Since I know I should have created a buffer for restriction for shorelines, probably won't be considering these ones, but this one looks good. Let's take a look at it. Zoom into it a little. It has a couple of holes in it. Now let's see what kind of suitability we have. Now we have these holes have a suitability of 4. So this one could be considered a possible candidate. And as you can see, you can analyze. You could probably analyze the shape of the parcels using the shape complexity index to figure out if you want something a little bit less elongated. But that'll probably be for our next project. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it.